game. We're going to play Lunacid today. I played Lunacid, a few weeks ago now on YouTube, and I really enjoyed it, and it did okay, so I'm willing to play more of it on stream, basically. We'll see. I don't know how well it'll work on stream, but I did enjoy playing the game. I'm going to go to my library, and I'm going to click on Lunacid, which I have not uninstalled. I played it for 4 hours. They're all too busy shagging. Some are just like, hey, we heard you want to see this person's butthole, so here it is. Press start. Where was I? Oh, that was loud in my ears. I might need to turn it down with this function key setup I have. Play. My character was called Nyarto, and I'm apparently level 22. And I played it on the 1st of April, apparently. I did sign in a little bit after the video came out, just to like put myself in a safe position and level up a bit, so this must have been that. Capcom had to update the story for their new Street Fighter 6 character because it had the character expressly married to his second cousin. Second cousin's a bit far away to care much, right? Like, we're all married to a cousin in a certain sense, if you're married. Like, I mean, Ireland has a high rate of inbreeding just because we're so homogenous and small. So, like, I'm assuming I'm related to Emma in some distant fashion. It was more the adoptive sister part, maybe, in Ireland. I believe Ireland is quite inbred, and Munster, which is the province of Ireland I live in, is the most inbred province of Ireland. It is the most southern one, so the jokes write themselves. Something about a wrestler specifically impregnating your cousin. It's only if they're masked. Right, we're in Lunacid. If you don't remember Lunacid, it is a King's Field-like and a Shadow Tower-like. If you don't know what those games are, don't worry about it. We walk through a dungeon, we are in first person, and we hit things with an axe. We'll see how it goes. It's a bit Dark Souls-y. It's like Dark Souls before Dark Souls, although this game is from like 2 years ago. To be fair, though, in Malta, we don't need to talk about it. It's only like 25 kilometers long. I think a lot of that stuff happens in North Wales. Which part of Wales has all the mines? Because I don't know if that would produce more or less incest, because you'd be too busy with the mines. Like, if I was in a mine for 5 or 6 hours, I assume it was like probably like 12 hours a day, I'd be too sleepy for incest. What are you going to do, though? It's that or shag someone from Birmingham. Right, let's go. I can, I suppose, talk to this anime cat girl. You're more of a demon girl. I like your horns.
Hey, Nyarto! Welcome back!
That's all you have to say. Fantastic. North Wales had the gold mines, though. Ooh. South and Mid Wales had lots of mines. I would be too sleepy for incest. Just ruined my day. You know, sisters and cousins and mums coming up to you and you're like, I've just been down the mines. Like, oh, maybe if I get a few days off in a row, but like, I need to recover. I've only eaten a pasty today. Hello, I remember this skeleton being fun.
Say, Nyarto, did I ever tell you how about those monks got banished here?
I don't know what monks you're even talking about, but absolutely.
Way back during the Crusades, people of all sorts came down here with righteous fury.
We're in sort of a cursed underworld.
I guess they were afraid of an eventual uprising or something. And back then, there were still many ways out of here. Anyway, there was this sect of holy monks who wanted in on that action, but monks typically didn't fight and weren't allowed outside their monastery. So they all decided they would use their magic to help by summoning a demon.
That always goes so well.
I think their plan was to kill it, but after the ritual they were surprised to find out the demon was an infant instead of some giant brute.
Is this Hellboy? This is the opening of Hellboy.
They couldn't bring themselves to kill her, so they raised her in the monastery.
Is that anime girl in the background?
After the Crusades ended, the church heard all about it, and so they ended up here. They built this sanctuary and lived here for a long while. That was all so long ago. I guess they're all gone now. At least I think that's how it happened. Me memory ain't that good.
I like the little bits of lore. This game is so pretty! I think that was basically how I summed up on the video, was that the game is clunky and awkward, but my god, it looks good. Is he drinking that, or is the lid still on because he lacks a digestive system? One of my favorite, like, terrible images on the internet, and this is going to sound more, that conjures up a prejudge of what this image will contain. It's a skeleton. It looks like it should be, like, spray painted on the side of a stoner's van. It's a skeleton who's, like, drinking a tankard of ale, and it's, like, spilling through his ribs, and then another skeleton is under him with an empty tankard, like, filling it up from his ribs. And it's so cool and so shit. Did you figure out how to upgrade weapons when you played before? No! I mean, I assume it's something to do with this oil. Weapon cannot be enhanced. Fair enough. The Rottweiler came over to me and I jumped and went, wah. I love you very much. Right, let's go and adventure, I suppose. I need to get my bearings. You have a weapon on you with full XP. Let's see, what do I have? I've got a battle axe. I don't know how to check the XP. Oh, there we go. This doesn't have weapon XP, but the sword does, the club does. The club does. Let's equip the club and go over and see if I can upgrade it. Now, it won't be as good as the battle axe, probably. He's wearing a shirt. Oil. Enhance weapon. Yes, please. Ooh, it's an iron club now. Ooh. So it's not just like a +1, it's a full new weapon. How does this stack up against the battle axe? 37 damage versus 37 damage. This is slower. Has a higher reach, which is quite good. There's no backstop. I think this is still probably less good than the battle axe, but like it could level up, which is quite good. Maybe I should use like, I don't know. The ritual sword doesn't upgrade either. There is a thing I could buy. I have 68 silver. There's a new weapon I could buy. I'm sure. You. The sexy crow woman. I'm sorry, everybody. But I think Cheryl Crow. I think Cheryl Crow offers stuff in a shop. I've never been that close to a Rottweiler before. They are big and muscly. They are huge. I don't really like Rottweilers. I don't think they look very cute. But I'm kind of like that about a lot of dogs. Big, drooly dogs I do not enjoy. Sometimes it's hard being the only one that needs to sleep. I've never seen Demi sleep, and everyone else here are technically dead. Caca, anyway. Fancy a new trinket? Yes, I do. I think... Oh, I could buy a crossbow if I save up a little bit more, but I can buy a rapier. Oh, it does so little damage, though. Oh, that's... Oh, Jesus. That's so little damage. What about the steel needle? The steel needle probably won't be able to be upgraded, because it's modified already. I might save up for a crossbow. Crossbow might be fun. Yeah, I'm going to save up for a crossbow. I need like 7 more euro. Poor thing. Oh, a kazoo has already been redeemed as well. Do I have a sprint? No, I'm just always running. Can I break open anything here? Let's go into the game. Do I have any levels? I don't. Then we'll warp. Where in the world was I? Warp to the fetid mire? No. Oh, I did uncover a new thing. So this is never before seen on this channel. I went through that blood lake, avoided the boss. And now I'm here at Castle Le Fanu. References. If you don't know, Sheridan Le Fanu is an Irish horror writer who wrote the first lesbian vampire story. I have it on my shelf right now. Hang on. There are paws? Not really. Got it. It's quite short. It's more a novella. This thing. Carmilla by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. It's really good. I would say, considering this is from 1872, it is shockingly modernly written. Like, this could have come out in the 80s, 90s. It feels so modern. Like, a lot of Victorian writing feels very dry and very wordy. This doesn't. This feels concise and incredibly well done. And it's such like a toxic Yuri story. Like explicit lesbianism, but I would not say it's massively progressive because it's the lesbian's really scary, basically. Good. You can tell by the width of the book, it's not too wordy. Yeah, it's only about 100 pages. Yeah, it's 100 pages. So go get this. I bought it for like €2 somewhere. It's really good. Because it's so short, you can buy it like in dirt cheap pressings. Wrote Lesbian Vampire Killer starring James Corden. Isn't that also starring the guy from Gavin and Stacey that isn't James Corden? The one who looks like he's wearing a lot of eyeliner. I've seen like 5 minutes of Lesbian Vampire Killers. It looked fucking atrocious. Go back to the game. Right, I've got a club out, and I don't really know what to do in this castle. Matthew Horn, is that what his name? They fell out after it? What, because the movie was simply too bad? Great Knight of Lyria, Ophelia. Ooh, pretty. Hello. I can jump. It's already one-upping Kingsfield. Oh, never mind, I'm completely stuck. Hang on. Real bad. Real bad. This is an indie game made by 1 or 2 people. It's going to have glitches and bugs as we go through it, but I think I'm already stuck. Can I hit myself out of it? No. Can I break this at all? No. Cool. Can I maybe reload then? Quick game. Thank you. They just went far too much with overexposure. I think they're both horrid people. I have no idea. The only one that I like Rob Brydon okay. I'm not like a Rob Brydon super fan, but I remember him being funny in the show. And I like when I see him in things, broadly speaking. I really like Joanna Page. Joanna Page is really fun. I've been really enjoying her on, what's it called? Taskmaster. I think she's lovely. She's the one bright spark in the fucking fetid mire that is Love Actually. And not because you see her breasts. I just think she's charming. On you. Let's go. Wait, did I bring out the club this time? I think we might have to redo that quickly. Rob Brydon is funny and looks like you'd lovingly want to punch him when you see him. I even enjoy, despite not being a huge fan of... what the other one? Despite not being a huge fan of Steve Coogan, I like the Trip movies. At least the couple I've seen. With Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan. I think he's funny enough. I find Steve Coogan quite tiring. Whenever I see Steve Coogan, I'm like, oh god, here we go. Which is unfair. He's just playing a character. I love Greg Davies, and they relentlessly rip the piss out of each other. I like Greg Davies a lot. I see you're playing my favourite weapon XP grinding simulator. Right, let's not jump in there and get stuck again. We can go back out there to the Blood Lake, the horrifying Blood Lake with a horrible monster who killed me very quickly last time. We could just take a quick look at it. What weapon is this? This is the Stone Club. Well, it's now an Iron Club. It's like a Stone Age dildo. The Sanguine Sea, that's it. It looks absolutely horrible. I hate it in here. Although I think there's friends. If we just wander around for a second here before I do the kazoo. I think there might be little friends in here. Not this guy, but I'm sure there's friends. Any cool friends? I got my axe. And I see, like, glowy things off in the distance a little bit. Are you eating your own bed? I'll give you another loop to keep you quiet. There you go, have a loop. Where are the friends? Somebody gotten all of the friends gone. There's a second Lunacid game. I know. I wrote about it when I was doing the script for the video. Well, sort of. It's like a prequel, kind of, and it's free. It's called Years of the Moon, maybe? You're a friend, right? You look like a friend-shaped. Friend? Friend! Hello? This is exactly what all my friends look like. But they don't hurt me. They're just kind of there. They just... It looks like a cross between a silt strider and a head crab from Half-Life. My two loves. And they, I think, just sort of filter feed from the blood lake. Okay. There's also a graveyard right here. I don't know if I should be in the graveyard. Can I read anything in the graveyard? It's an atmospheric game. We could just wander around. You didn't seem to love head crabs while playing Half-Life. I love Lamar. Lamar's really sweet. It's just the quick boys that keep jumping at me are a bit miserable. Egg. It's made with the Kingsfield making tool from 2000 and it's difficult to sit through because of that. I like Kingsfield, but it is staggeringly awkward to play. Like, so awkward that you feel nobody could have fully enjoyed it without context. But I you know, I've played a decent amount of it. Is this where we came from before? Oh, looks new as well. A cursed tomb. I don't know if I want to go in an accursed tomb. But it looks like I can if I wanted to. Hot take, but I hate the very act of walking in From Software games. Feels like controlling a cheap Chinese remote control car. I think this plays significantly better than Kingsfield. This has modernized it just enough. Fuck me, it's dark. And I don't think I have the spell that makes things less dark. I can't see a fucking thing in here. I'm gonna go into the castle instead, whatever. Like, you can jump, there's full mouse control, you can have analog sticks working, and you can, whatever it's called, enable classic movement if you want. If you go into the settings here, and go more, you can do legacy mode, which is tank controls, and speed stat determines turning speed, and it is a fucking nightmare. What did I just use? Oh my god, I think I just warped myself back. I'm so dumb. Or did I just go back in? Wherever. Just get me out. I'd rather eat my own hand than go back to tank controls. Fair. I don't like them either. Whenever I play a video game for the show, and this happens a lot because tank controls were, you know, the standard, the norm, the expectation for a lot of video games at the time. Whenever I play one, I go, oh fuck, here we go again. Because I never enjoy them. Sometimes they work better than others. Sometimes I'm like, this fits for this kind of game. I still don't enjoy it. I've never enjoyed them. Tank controls have a time and a place to exist, even modern games. Like, for instance, I fully will say Silent Hill 2 is better with tank controls. I think it makes the game more interesting and more impactful when you have tank controls. Like, I don't think the remake did a good job by getting rid of them. However, I still find using tank controls miserable. So I get why they took them out. I'm playing a PS1 game with tank controls. It's an exercise in patience. The game where you're supposed to mind each step like Tomb Raider. Yeah, actually Tomb Raider works as well. I played Tomb Raider 2 without tank controls, and it was kind of a little bit of a misery, because one of the things that makes Tomb Raider a little bit easier when you play it is the ability to line up everything on a grid with tank controls. I played all the OG Residents and Hills and such, fond memories, but not for the tank controls. One of the reasons I didn't... That horrible hissing. Over there in that direction is the boss. We'll take care of him later, maybe. But when I played the first Resident Evil game on stream with Emma, neither of us were that into it because the cutscenes were hilarious and very entertaining, but the actual gameplay, and part of that was the tank controls, I found very tedious and upsetting, so I just didn't bother playing anymore. Oh, I like this. This is very Lies of P coded. Anybody here played Lies of P? People like Lies of P. It's just easy to mock because it's called Lies of P. Right, what do you do? I have no idea what you do. Are you just an angry orb or are you a friend? You're dripping, which makes you look angry. Hello, Lola, welcome. There's a pig on the screen. Are you chewing your own feet? Is it because I won't give you more loops? I mean, I will give you more loops if you want. Look, if you trim your own feet, that's fine. Oh, there's a few orbs. And this is not open. Okay. There's a chance this isn't anywhere I can go. I'll go this way because there's less orbs. I like the haunted circus music in the background. Is this what juggalos listen to? I think they listen to much worse shit. Hello? You okay? Are you a friend? Shh, 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 shh. Shh, it's okay. I think they're friends. I think we're all good. That's how you should talk to orbs if you find one in the wild. Mana vial. I barely use magic, so that's whatever. I think off camera I did level up magic a tiny bit, so it might be useful now. In fact, I heard in the reviews, when I looked at Steam reviews, that one of the criticisms for this game is that spells can be quite overpowered. So maybe at some point. It's just that I have not bothered leveling them up that much. Oh, I like these little orbs, I've decided. Hello, little orb. You're just a little throbbing, meaty friend. Like all orbs. A boy! It's a Dark Souls knight who's lying against a wall. He's gonna say some cryptic shit and giggle at me. I cannot wait. Hello.
Salutations, little lambkin. I am Garrett the Hound. I'm on my way to kill the lord of this castle. But I've ran into a bit of a conundrum. I can't figure out how to open the main gate. I feel so foolish. How does it work, I wonder?
Oh, you didn't go.
The gates will only open for the pure of soul. I've done too many filthy things.
And then we turn around and turn back and he's gone.
Greetings, Nyato.
I didn't tell you my name.
I feel so foolish.
Are we a lamb person? What are we? Well, that's what we look like, apparently. I picked the one that looked most like me in my head. This is what I look like when I picture myself. I have issues. Give him a tickle. You should befriend the orbs. Everyone should. These little flowers I can take. They look quite nice, which means they're probably venomous. Poisonous? Venomous is a different thing. Hello, little orb. I'm gonna... Oh, I don't know if you're gonna get angry if I try and go in here. You the guardian of this place. I just... Could you move for a second? I don't know if you're like jellyfish where you just drift and if I get in your aura you'll sting me. Cattle cells. Oh, Hugh cows again, is it? Oh, I need a key. Okay. I assume this might be like the boss fight thing. Like we might get a little key for this from the boss. Which I ran away from like a cat. Oh, the orb. Will you drop an orb key? I want to kill you to find out necessarily. The delight in your face at Hugh cows. I just find Hugh cows very funny. It's always fun when I come across a kink that I have absolutely no interest in, you know, as a kink. Because then I just get to appreciate it as this bizarre thing that people are into. There are a lot of secrets in this game that the game never tells you about, like very obscure stuff. I guess we're going to take on the boss, right? Oh, gee. I don't feel great about this. I've leveled up a little bit. Maybe it'll be fine. Or we could just grind and just have a chat. You can stand in a certain corner, look at a specific direction, and then cast a specific spell, for example. For instance. Forgot how to speak there for a second. Maybe I'm having a stroke. Although now I know how to recognize that because of my first aid course. I haven't really talked much about the first aid course on the stream. The instructor was odd. Not, like, unlikable or anything. But he said he was 56 years old. He was quite a small guy. Smaller than me, even. And he kept using the term Gucci to describe things. He kept saying the term Gucci shit, actually. And he spelled it S-H-Y-T-E. He kept saying, like, pay attention, class, this is Gucci shit right here. And I was like, this doesn't feel like what an instructor says. I didn't mind. He just said it a lot. That's the main thing I'll remember, I think. Like, was it a help or a hindrance? Stronculence. All a bondulence. James Non's having a stronk. Oh yeah, there's skeletons. Trying to appeal to your generation. He's the one that'll need first aid after I beat him. Medical people are all sloppy in the head. The guy who was my instructor was... Oh my god, we can one-shot skeletons. That's fucking insane. Or he might have just created... The guy who was my instructor was a ambulance operator. Well, it's a, you know, like a paramedic or lower, an EMT maybe, who works on the ambulances. And occasionally, like, we'd be talking about a particular subject, like bleeds and how to stop bleeds and the correct way to do CPR on a child and stuff. And he'd stop and tell us a fucking harrowing story and then go, so that's why this is important. Like a fucking horrifying story about, like, finding the corpse of an old woman dead in her house, or the time he had to perform CPR on a baby and watch it get airlifted away, or, you know, any one of, like, horrifying things that have happened to him working in an ambulance. I'm going like, that's why this is important to learn, so it doesn't get to that point. You know, sticks with you. There we go. Lovely. My old stepdad was a bioengineer with 6 PhDs, and I always refer to him as the dumbest smart person I've ever met. I mean, that makes sense. Like, you have to go through that much schooling, you have to be a little bit strange in the head, to be honest. I went through quite a lot of college because I am very lazy and it's like changeable, basically. So I would... Oh, a dark skull. That's nice. I would bounce from course to course quite a lot. I would, like, drop out of things and go to a different thing and go to a different thing. So I spent a lot of time in college, and at a certain point a few years in, I was like, fucking hell, I am sick of college. I am so sick of school. I cannot face anymore for a while. I am a fucking nightmare. So I, you know, finished up a degree and left. He then went into being a professor. The man never left uni. Some people are really into it. Speaking as a medic, every single one around the world does this. Academics are also like this. I've seen too many people who are like master painters who can't boil an egg. I have heard this, that basically anyone who works in any sort of healthcare, especially emergency services, are like very gallows humor and a bit wrong. Like, on a bit strange. What's this ring I picked up, by the way, before we... Oh god, here comes the fucking boy. Hang on, never mind. Ah, it's right there! Fuck off! Ow. I don't even know if I have... Jesus Christ in heaven! Too fucking dark. Don't know if I'm hitting anything. Don't know where I am. Don't know where I am. Can't see my health. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Okay. I don't like the Abyssal Demon. The Abyssal Demon's a fucking nightmare. Real bad. I don't know if we could fight the Abyssal Demon. We might have to go into that other place first. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, back here again. Cool. suppose we'll just go. Anything to tell me? Maybe I'll grind up for a new weapon or something. You also kazoo. I do. Let's do that, I suppose. Hang on, go full camera. Copy and paste this link. They have made this game very easy to copy or alt tab out of, which is nice. They expect people to stream it, I think. Surgeons make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Like I instinctively hasten arch my back at them. Here. This is Amen Brother by The Winstons, who I've never heard of. By Colour Him Father. This feels like it might be a spiritual. Ooh, I like how it's opening. Ooh, it's so gospel-y. I can get down with some gospel. I quite like religious music. Whenever I hear religious music, I'm like, this is pretty good, except Christian rock and Christian rap. But the rest of it, real good. Like gospel music, a lot of soul and blues is quite religious. Rocks, maybe it's just black people doing it or better at it. Oh, I love that organ. They are. I love anything with this specific style of organ. Is this a Hammond organ? Just makes me feel like I'm listening to a really religious Booker T in the MGs. It's so happy. Feels like I'm in a scene in Blues Brothers. To listen to. Whatever this is great. Even the drum breakdown is nice. Like, I can just imagine the guy just going wild on the fucking drums, but with a smile on his face. It's so inherently happy. That was great. Apparently this is sampled in everything, by the way. Going on break. I'm coughing. And I'm back, probably slightly more red than before because I had a slight coughing fit. I could feel that coming on to the end of the kazoo. I'm sipping some tea and now I'm fine. What was the bit that sampled this break thing at the end? Okay, that does actually sound quite familiar. Are you off to the Black Parade? When I was a young boy, my father I don't like that song, but whenever I hear it, I am compelled to sing along because it's so melodramatic and theatre kid coded, which is basically what emo is. Emo is if you smashed a goth into a theatre kid and created some sort of unholy slime creation out of it. But it's fun to sing along. That's the reason I love it, correct? Right, I mean, this rocks. This is fantastic. I'm saving this. A lot of saves recently. It's a good song. Let's go back to the game. Now we're back to soothing music. Not amped up. Smashed a goth into a theatre kid. Excuse me, I'll be right back. We'll talk to this guy again. How would I get in here? I don't know if they'd drop an item from a boss, but it could be that. Maybe I meant to kill these orbs. Go back to Juggalos. Finally, someone explains it in a way that's clear. I mean, I was never a fan of emo music. Emo music is... Oh, sorry, I nearly hit you. It was not my music of choice. Much like pretty much all popular music when I was a pre-teen, I hated it. I grew up not to be like full the wrong generation, but popular music made me think for a while that I did not like music when I was a kid. Like, I used to think I didn't like rap music, which I do. I like rap music. Perfectly fine. There's a lot of rap I genuinely love. It's just that when I was a kid, the most popular genre of rap was gangster rap. And the most popular rapper was Eminem. Both of those things I fucking despise. I hate Eminem's music. And I hate gangster rap. But I turns out I love rap. Like any sort of old school stuff, I can really vibe with it. Especially like the jazz and funk infused stuff. Same with rock music was in a real bad time in the 2000s and 2010s. Like new metal was dominating for a while. And emo shit. So it was all like, oh, have you heard the new Linkin Park track? And you'd be like, I'd rather die. It's so bad. How are you not embarrassed? Oh, I can't wait to hear the new Evanescence album. And you'd be like, what the fuck happened? Why are we in this period? New metal's back now, Dreya, I'm afraid to say. I know, it's because things are cyclical and the youth simply don't know any better. They're like, oh, maybe we should bring this back. And you're like, please, God, no, I've gone through this already. You can't. You simply can't. I think this was the ancient tomb, right? There's probably another way to go as well. Maybe let's just skirt around the edge for a second. See if there's any other places to go. There was a light spell, but I don't think I picked it up on this life. Actually, I have a torch. I should actually be okay. I completely forgot I had a torch. Yeah, let's go in there. Time for your shift in the trend nexus. I mean, there's probably some good stuff from the 2000s. I can't think of any. Are there any good bands from like 2005, let's say, when I was 9? I don't know if there was. There probably was. Like, if I look through the charts, I'm sure I can find something that I enjoyed. Torch. Equip. Lovely. Oh, it's so much nicer. I can see... The music is very reminiscent of Twilight Princess in here. That, like... I think what you do is you get, like, a synth piano note and then just sort of twist it and reverse it. Oh, you know what? Franz Ferdinand. He's gonna turn out to like Franz Ferdinand. I really like the first album by Franz Ferdinand. Second one's fine, but, like, the first one's really good. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. I'll just put on the cat ears in a second. I need to burn these fucking paintings. Oh, they take so much fucking damage. But they are lit, so I can switch over to this. Ow. Oh god, I'm cursed! Fuck me, what are you? Oh no! I'm in a bad position. I think I'm just cursing myself over and over again with these flames. I can't fucking see! I hate being cursed. Where am I? Oh, Jesus Christ, where am I? Ah! It's so dark. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. What am I worried about? You, go fuck yourself. Oh! Okay, at least one's dead. You drop something. Maybe it's some cool money. Fuck off with this! I don't know what to do. I can't see. What was this over here? What can I pick up? It is money! It's 10 cents. Alright, that's something. Oh, I wake up and say that every morning. Oh, Jesus Christ, where am I? Every morning I wake up and speak like Edward Woodward from, Wicker Man. Oh God! Oh, Jesus Christ! Which is a very silly line reading, but it works in the film. It's just that it's hard not to hear it and laugh. No, we killed some things. We didn't even take that much damage. It was just frustrating. I need the cat ears. Hang on. Cat ears. Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ! I don't really like the Wicker Man, either version. I find the original Wicker Man tedious, and I find the remake of Wicker Man not as fun a watch as other people find. I do kind of enjoy watching it, but I'm like, it's so fucking long. Ooh, I could probably basketball jump my way up here. What is that horrible face? That emoticon. Emoji, sorry. Emoticon makes me sound like I'm 70. Also, it's not accurate. I recently learned, as in the last few years, that emoticon is specifically the ASCII art, and emojis are the images. So I can be pretentious and pedantic about it. Yeah, there we go. Everyone learning. What a lecherous little guy. Can I go up here? Is this a secret, maybe? This looks like there might be secrets. That does make you sound like you're 70. But an emoticon is like, you know, the guy that shrugs. Hang on. If you, if I go into my own chat here. If you hold down the Windows key and the full stop key, the period key, or it's also the greater than sign key in my keyboard, it brings up a menu where you can type out emoticons like this guy. You can just click them. Hang on, that. Is it even working? Oh god, I've typed out like 8 of them by mistake. Good stuff. That's a chat now. My aunt married the guy that owns Evanescence's production company, and now she's too good for us. Oh god, that is such a horrible sentence to read. Are Evanescence still going and famous and stuff like that? I don't know. If it's a wide boy, it's a cow-moji, as I understand. Ooh. Even more things to learn and be pedantic about. What in the world is this? Did I have pulled that? Peasant graves and commoner crypts. I wouldn't mind seeing some peasant graves. I spent quite a lot of my youth hanging out in graveyards. Well, one specific graveyard, which was quite nice. But as a result, I find that sort of thing quite comforting and nostalgic when I wander around a graveyard. I've never found a graveyard that I thought was quite as nice as the one I used to wander around when I was a child. Although when I've been back recently and it was a bit too manicured for my liking. Sleeping on graves, jumping from city walls. The graveyard was pushed right up against the edges of the city walls where I grew up. So there is medieval walls overlooking a hill with a graveyard on it. And a very nice church. I don't really like churches usually. It was nice. Hang on. Same, and not with friends like the cool kids. Same, I didn't have any friends. I just used to like the quiet. I would go there with my dog. I would let my dog run around in the grass, and I would sit on a tomb and kick my feet and read terrible fantasy novels alone for hours. Hang on. Can I get any pictures of this? Images. Yeah, this is a picture. Again, none of them are showing it in a great light. They're basically like, I think it looks at its least nice when they've cut the grass and it's all kind of stripped back and bare looking, but this is an image on Getty Images. Oh. That was the graveyard I used to hang out in. It was nice. It was quite big. It's, you know, this is just one kind of shot of it, so it goes to the side and to the side. Pig is sort of deflated. Yeah, she's gone full slipper mode. If I take the camera, I think she might be napping. They nap with their eyes open, so it's hard to tell. But when her foot is out, that's usually when she's napping, because she's protective of her little feet. So she might be napping right now. Her breathing is quite slow. Yeah, her little foot is out. I never knew that. Yes, they do nap with their eyes open. They don't really blink that much either. I think she's not. When they nap, you can tell usually because their breathing slows down a little bit. Usually she sticks out her foot or twists up in an awkward position because that's how she likes to sleep. And they sort of do deflate. Like, they sort of just go like down like that and turn into like little pancakes or slippers. Let's leave her where she is. Same. Oh, her foot! Okay, have you woken up a little bit or was that a yawn? Right, back we go. Over to the game. That's the graveyard I was on. Nice. In my opinion. So let's go see some peasant graves. But one of the things I liked about hanging out in the graveyard was seeing the very, very old graves that didn't really have anyone tending them. Because, you know, the graves would be from like 1600, stuff like that. Oh, fuck! What was that? What was that horrible fucking noise? Anyway. I liked seeing the old worn away where you could barely read any text aside from a year and a few letters. It was always quite nice. It felt kind of melancholy. What the fuck is that sound? I would also sleep there. They sleep like wizards. I do always think of Gandalf in that one scene in... Is it Fellowship of the Ring or is it Two Towers? Where Pippin is looking at the Palantir and he takes it from Gandalf and he briefly thinks that he's been caught because Gandalf sleeps with his eyes open. And then he gets glued to the Palantir and Gandalf has to throw a towel over it while it, you know, rolls away. I don't think it's a towel. I break this open? Probably not a great idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Bang. Apparently not. Woke up and immediately thought, hide my feet. Guinea pigs are very precious about their feet. And they're very cute. I don't know why they're so precious about their feet. Again with the nerd voice, just talk about your passions. Is the AI company named after a Lord of the Ringsism? Yes, it is. It's very grim. The Palantirs are the orbs of seeing, or whatever the fuck they're called in Lord of the Rings. The things that Sauron uses to communicate with Sauron, and it's those crystal balls, basically. Hello, friends. Look at here. Yes, the Palantirs were predominantly used by evil people. Well, you say evil cunts, Lamau. Naming horrible torment nexuses after Tolkien stuff. Just no self-awareness, or maybe too much self-awareness. The orbs through which Sauron can always see you, exactly. Hello. And I say something without people getting mad. Is doing anything for anyone else? Hello. What's up with you? Dreya, no. Dreya. No, you cannot. It must be better Dreya paused before saying it. Can I... Oh, that was casting a spell. Hang on, there's no crouch button. Can I burn you? I feel like you're about to come alive, like Frampton. Is the reason you enjoy the graveyard? We aren't angry, we're just concerned. There's a clip that I always send to Emma where she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I must have it on my phone, hang on. Maybe in the movies section of my phone if I scroll down. Here it is, I've instantly found it. I'm gonna send it to my own WhatsApp and bring it up on the stream. 10 to 2. Yourself. Where I was like, is it weird that I'm into this? Or like I can see why somebody might be at the very least.
I've got the
It's kind of horrible.
shoes,
Hang on.
I've got the dress, the
That's the music you're hearing right now that goes in the background. Let me download it so I can have it in full screen. Open. Show in folder.
I've got the shoes, I've got the dress that makes me a princess. I guess I have.
I sent that to Emma and went, can I say something? Yep, yes. Preemptively, yes. You made pigs sad.
I've got the shoes, I've got the dress that makes me a princess. I guess
I think
have-
they pull it off. I think they do. Pervert for revenants. Give her a battle axe and she could be the Lunacid character. Back to the game. Nothing. They do, but... I think we're going the right direction. I mean, if there is a right direction. No. I like the areas that are basically just, you know, explore-em-ups. Like, look at this orb. What could that be? I probably had stranger-looking partners. At least that one is, you know, moving. Well, I assume that one will be soon. Everything tries to eat me in this. Oh, fuck off! Imagine the smell, they must reek of rot. Febreze exists. What was that? Oh god, it's a ghost! It's a ghost! It's a Meagle, whatever that is. Oh, fuck me. I can't see it. I don't know where it is. Zoinks. Where are you? Show yourself! Oh god in heaven, this is not great. I don't like it. Let me out! Okay. Row. How long have you been here? Like if I switch to this, I'm fucked. Do I have any health potions? I don't think so. No, that's like a teleportation thing. Just keep going like that. Maybe fire instead. Oh! This isn't going massively well. I'm doing some damage. It seems to prefer ranged. Going full Shaggy Do. Excuse me, Shaggy's surname is not Do. Shaggy's name is Norville Rogers, I believe. How dare you not know that? I might need to run away. I think so, yes. I don't know how much these people will follow me or how many of these things there are. Shaggy is old money in the US South? Yes, he is. Got a very rich uncle and stuff. Why do I know this? I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. I'm frightened of what's in here. I shouldn't be in here. I think that's another boy. It's blue. Or is this where I came in? I don't fucking... I think it is. No, this is the Noble Crypts. They're just gonna get distracted by a cartoon sandwich now. The sandwiches in Scooby-Doo look really good. I don't consider that an insult. There's gotta be one in here. Scooby-Doo's awesome. Watching any clips of Scooby-Doo back, the ones from the 60s and 70s, they're really bad. Like, really, really embarrassingly bad. However, I do like Mystery Incorporated, the show from like 2015 or whatever. Quite good. And as a kid, I really liked Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. The one with the Edge and Cat Boys or whatever. I think Mark Hamill's in it. Hello, friend. Nope, and I see a Migo back here, which I'm not looking forward to facing. Catgirl vampires, there we go. And that's not very good either. But, you know, it's for kids. I don't hate occasionally putting a playlist of 70s Scooby-Doo episodes on YouTube for background noise. That's probably a good use of it. Zombie Island was my lesbian awakening. Oh no. I feel like Scooby-Doo would be popular with the lesbians. I don't know why that is. Like, Velma's the obvious answer because she's very attractive. Maybe Daphne too. I don't know if there's anything in here. Oh, for fuck's sake, not the thing again. And this is the Migo back here. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Get away from me. I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I hate you, leave me alone. Ow, I'm so hurt. I shouldn't be in here. Why am I in here? I should go back and, like, buy something. I'm just going deeper and deeper, though. This is horrible. I just want to get, whatever it's called. One of the save points so I can teleport. Where the fuck am I now? What's this? I hate caves. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that? Am I being followed? Hang on. What the fuck is... It's a mare! I can't even hurt it! Fuck off. Fuck off right now. Run away. I might need to do like a teleport back. I think I'm gonna do it. How do I teleport? How do you use items? There we go, it's 2. Quick jog away. So it turns out that place is a fucking nightmare. I might need to look up a guide. Figure out where to go. Hey, any advice for me?
Hey, Naruto. Welcome back.
Oh, you could at least give me goodies. Give me like a cool bow or something. I'd like a crossbow, please. Basic ranged weapon. That sounds great. I don't need to buy ammunition for it though, right? These are going to be magical bolts of energy. Like a magic missile. I don't have enough money for any health files or anything. Oh no. Let's equip that. Maybe it's good. I have no idea. A basic ranged weapon with no thrust, but it does level up. Feels like it could be okay. Minus 50 thrust, Dreya, don't do it. Magic pile. Ugh. We can just grind weapons with this now. And I don't mean frotting. I rarely do. I'm praying there's no ammo. Can I level at all? I don't think I've really killed anything to level up. Yeah, I should probably go just kill some enemies. Let's warp to... I don't fucking know. I don't know where to go. We can probably go... Maybe I should look up a map. Let's go here. We can just go kill some stuff and just explore for a bit. I'm in the fetid mire. Rotmaster 4000 would be a great way to kill skeletons. Lovely. We've got some ashes. I don't know if ashes are particularly useful. I'm also going to see if there's a way to increase the brightness or gamma. That might be nice too. Gamma. There we go. Put that way up because it is very fucking dark. Quality, normal. That seems okay. A little bit better for me. Would you even be able to frot a skeleton, or am I using frot wrong? I think frot... To frot requires some sort of penis, I think. Or maybe like a very large clitoris. I don't think you can frot with just like... with any... Like, I don't think like clapping hands together counts, for instance. I think it has to be genitalia. I don't know if a skeleton has those. A boner ban. I lost my job last month and found your channel. I've been loving your content. Thank you for being a bright spot. That's incredibly kind of you. Once again, the YouTube comments, whether in a video or on a stream, are significantly more wholesome and lovely than the Twitch comments. I think it's just a cultural difference. Who says a human skeleton can't steal a baculum? Are you talking about the penis bone that's present in a lot of mammal skeletons, but not humans? You thought I didn't know what a baculum was. Of course I know what a baculum was. Fun fact, badger baculums, or baculi, were used for jewellery at one point. I need to stop learning things. Scott baculum. He wishes. It's why a lot of mammals can have sex for a long time. Badgers, pigs, stuff like that. Can have sex for hours without, you know, pauses and refractory periods. Because they've got a physical bone in the penis. Now, there's drawbacks, I'm sure, because you can break it. I think it's less bad, like it's bad, but if a human being snaps the cartilage in a penis, that is bad, but it would be worse if there was like a genuine fracture. I'm getting lotus seeds, by the way. I don't know if that's useful. Slamming it in a door by accident. What is that? There was a meme that went around that I never quite understood. Where people would just say, I slammed my penis in a car door, but with like a lisp. And I don't know what that was from or why people would constantly say it, but they did. Ooh, a secret. I found that. I have found that before. I'm just kind of grinding up right now, by the way, if you're wondering. I want to see how much I can get up with... Empty? Oh, there we go. Yeah, weapon XP. It's doing a bit more. You can break a penis. It may not set properly, leaving a permanent bend. I think some people prefer a bend, but probably like a natural one rather than just like a hook. Kill some slimes. There's like crab monsters as well that I want to kill. I am so happy I bought this crossbow, by the way. This is an incredible weapon. I'm so happy. It does a decent amount of damage, and I can stay so far away. I don't think I'll ever die again. In fact, I think I can take on anything now. If I level up a couple more times and get this weapon leveled up, I think I can take on bosses. I can take on that fucked up nightmare room with the Migos. I'll never die. If Bad Dragon is any indication. A bend can be very uncomfortable, or even painful and functionally problematic. I've read. As long as I never shoot a rat, it'll be fine. That's nothing to do with the penis bend conversation. I just like rats. I don't know what a rat penis even looks like. I don't know if I want to. Because it might be, like, upsetting, like, echidnas. Or most animal penises, to be honest. We lucked out. Humans, oh, we have such good penises. But, like, you know, I'm sure this is just evolution talking, like what I'm, you know, used to, but, like, you wouldn't want any other animal's penis. I guess next on the list would be horse, but even that has gone a bit wrong. I've seen some scaries, not all penises. Can I get the penis without all the other bits attached? I'm just going through doors right now. I might get very lost in a second. Don't you yuck my, pretty normal? God, what did I Google that automatically? Rat penis. Oh, I think off camera I might have found a little friend in here. This looks... Hey, here we go. I think I got a quest from this slime. Let me know if you find out what happened to Bonard. That's all she says. Her name is Jalisha. I kind of love her. I think I would die for Jalisha. But Bonard, I think, might be her boyfriend. And she was like, go find Bonard. I'm worried about him. So... we need to find Bonard. I have no idea where Bonard is or who he is, but Jalisha's worried. And I think she'll give me this cool ring, or maybe that's her wedding ring, I don't know. That's her fiance. She has a ring, exactly. I like Jalisha. I like all the NPCs in this game, actually. NPCs have been very charming. I thought it was a tiara. I guess it can be anything she wants. I need to see them go. But yeah, in terms of penis supremacy, I'm a human stan. I think we pretty much knocked it out of the park and everything else is catching up. To put a little ribbon in that conversation. This feels familiar as well, this way to go. Cockmugging, ban immediately. That is a fucking horrifying sentence to read. Thankfully, there are no furries in this chat. They would not be happy. Is this where we just were? Oh, it's where we just were. Oh, I'm dumb. I just want to work my way deeper. And, you know, find some big monsters to kill. I think we can really make this work. I find this game powerfully relaxing, by the way, considering how difficult it is. I'm almost feeling sleepy. I think I could just play this endlessly until I get massively frustrated. Here's where I remember some crab slimes. There's one. How much range do I have? Pretty much infinite. This is amazing. Thank you for rephrasing to include the joke. Oh, Jesus. I missed the end of yesterday's stream. Will we get more movie stream? Probably. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was like Sims, which I've never really played, to be honest. But it was like Sims, but with terrible, terrible movie clips every so often. This is making it so much easier. Why did I not save up for the crossbow immediately? I've already gotten enough to level. I enjoyed it heartily. Whenever I read the word hearty, I immediately think of soup or stews, and it makes me want a stew or a soup. I rarely see the word hearty get used in any other context. We force-masked an actress. We did surreptitiously force-feed a woman testosterone, and Give her dysphoria. But we turned her back. It was all fine. We even shaved her. Hearty laugh, hearty stew, and hearty surgery. So many lotus pods. I think I can make a potion out of lotus pods. I've never done the alchemy in this game. Crabs! They look a bit more like slimy manta rays. Also cute. Potion of heroin. Well, that would be poppy seeds, right? What do lotus seeds kill you or make you have dementia or something? In Greek myths, eating lotus seeds makes you forget who you are. I don't know what they actually do. I don't think you should eat one. Just in case. But I think that happens to... Oh, it's not Jason. Who's the one who comes back from... Oh my god, I'm fucking stupid. I was literally about to say, who's the one who goes on the Odyssey? Odysseus. I think it happens to Odysseus. Where like his men eat lotus pods and forget who they are. And are like kept prisoner on an island or something like that. It's been a while. A question my 9th graders asked me often. Oh no. This is to the underworks, I vaguely remember there. Asians eat lotus roots, so a potion of hot pot. Was the island full of gams? I don't know if this can even get crits, this weapon, but it's just nice and reliable. I should read more Greek myths. I like what I've read, but I never really go that deep into it. You could make a joke using the Romanized Ulysses. Yeah, but when I think of Ulysses, the only thing I think of is James Joyce, and I haven't read it. I've just heard it's famously difficult to read. But when I think of James Joyce, all I think about is those sex letters. And it's harrowing as somebody who's not into the things that they're talking about, but they're burned into my brain. The AI is telling me I should eat lotus seeds often. Who should I trust, it or you? Probably neither. You should probably go seek somebody out who knows anything about anything. You can see little circles with holes in them in Asian hot pot dishes. Isn't that where Datura comes from? Lotus pods? I don't know what Datura is. I remember even listening to an audiobook of Ulysses, and after about 15 minutes I fell into a coma and died. Ulysses is a book that is famously difficult to read by intention. James Joyce... I've never read a James Joyce book, outside of snippets. James Joyce, one of the most famous writers of all time, but he would write in made-up words. He would make things intentionally difficult to parse. His whole thing was like... You don't need to get what I'm talking about, right? It's going to be a fucking nightmare to read this shit. I think you just talked about that in your Gothic 2 playthrough that I was watching. It comes up a surprising amount, just because I'm just shocked that they exist and that they made them public. I have a master's degree in literature. You all have my permission to skip James Joyce. Emma has a bachelor's in English literature. And all her professors skipped Joyce. They were like, nah, we'll do that later, and they never got around to it. Vibes forward writing. I think that's what it is. Which is fine. Just, you know, maybe at some point I'll read it. I fundamentally think I'm too stupid for modernist writing. Like, whenever I've read snippets of this stuff, I just don't get it, and I think I'm just too dumb for it. It's so embarrassing to even say this, but there's a meme I really, really empathize with, and it feels like a meme that was tailor-made for me. It's the one where the orc or the ogre doesn't understand Ulysses and is feeling like self-conscious about it. Hang on. Let's see if I can find it. Orc Ulysses meme? Or ogre. That's it. Ogre stupid. Here it is. If I can bring this up. Bring it up on Reddit, whatever. Everyone call Ogre stupid, and it true. Ogre barely even literate. Ogre finally finished reading Ulysses, but Ogre can only identify surface-level themes like religion and nationalism, and can't comprehend deeper ideas like remorse of conscience that make James Joyce's novel a modernist classic. Ogre so dumb it make Ogre sad. At this rate, Ogre will never understand Finnegan's Wake. I genuinely, I was like, this feels like it was came from my own soul when I read this. Because I think I'm too stupid to understand quite a lot of art. Beyond a surface level. I just enjoy the pictures, the words are too hard. Now, a lot of it comes from just, you know, immersing yourself into it and trying to experience it more and more, but like, I'm very stupid. I'm a very dumb person, unfortunately. I think I'm like that with music a lot. Like, unless I'm really stupid when it comes to, like, classical music. Oh god, it's a Rat King! I think there's Rat Queens around as well. And I don't mean, like, a drag rat. But when it comes to music, I find it quite hard to put into words why I enjoy the things that I do. I'm better with movies. I'm okay with books. But music, I find quite difficult. Ooh, I thought that was a key, but I'll take the money. Academics invent exclusive language to artificially inflate their own relevance. I think sometimes that's true. The problem with academia is that, and I say that like I'm involved in any way, but a famous problem with academia is that it's very incestuous and exclusive. And that, you know, I just said Emma has recently completed a bachelor's degree in English literature and philosophy. And when she was writing her... Oh god, I'm sinking. When she was writing her dissertations and her essays and stuff like that, she very quickly realized that 99% of the literature is all written by, like, 3 people. Like, the same names come up constantly. To the point where you just get sick of referencing the same people, especially if you disagree with them. Oh god, you can swim?! Academic circle jerk. All old white men who think they were the shit. It's like, I imagine if you do study, like, psychology and stuff, you get sick of reading about fucking Freud and Jung. I mean, nobody likes them, but, you know, I'm assuming they come up a lot. People will also get themselves onto an education board to shill their own books. A few times Emma spoke about being prescribed reading lists, which included the professor's own books. I did 1 year of psychology, and yes, pretty much. How close is this to leveling up? Because I'd love to spread some oil on this crossbow. In Malta, we used to have sociology in our English A-level exams. Ooh, because some woman wrote a sociology book about linguistics. We all had to buy it, and the topic was called linguistics. There were no actual linguistics involved. It lasted like 11 years. I mean, linguistics is interesting, and sociology is very interesting, and probably should be taught in some basic level. But maybe not in English. Although Emma did some sociology as part of her English literature course. It was one of those courses that started quite broad and then narrowed down and down and down. I think is normal enough. Right, don't fall in the hole. Just kill the rat queen. No, I think I killed a rat! Oh, that's miserable! You shouldn't have walked across my line of fire. Oh, fuck me, that hurt! Okay, I've discovered a problem with the crossbow. Is that I'm not really fucking quick enough to use it massively effectively when they rush you down. Bad time all around there. Okay, I have leveled up at least twice, and how is this doing? Crossbow. Nearly leveled up the weapon. We'll do a little bit more until we can do both. Oh, I dropped out of high school, then immediately dropped out of college. I dropped out of college a little bit, until I eventually finished later. But when I first enrolled in college, I enrolled in a computer science course, which I fucking hated. But I was just kind of by default involved in it because I was good at computers, in quotes. And so my parents were like, "You'll like this." And me, age 17, I was like, I don't fucking know what I want to do. I have no idea what I like. I'm very passive in life and haven't really figured anything out yet. I finished secondary school way too early. Sure, I'll go that. Oh, the XP bar is under your charging bar. That's so helpful, thank you. I don't need to open the menu every time. But anyway, later I went back and got a certification and stuff, but like, I dropped out of a couple of courses. I met Emma in a course that I ended up not completing fully. I got what's called a component cert, which means you did really badly in it and didn't bother finishing a lot of it, but we'll give you some sort of nod. I did computer science, then I dropped out of that and moved on to journalism, which is where I met Emma. Journalism of all things. Why did I go to that? I don't know. Was trying shit out. Then I moved on to graphic design and illustration. And then finally I landed on multimedia and media production, which is what I actually liked. But it took a while, took a few years to get there. I did not enjoy some of those. I hate computer science so much, but I want to be able to use those skills so much. Maybe if I survive the decade and I'm not subsumed by the rot. It turns out I hate programming is the main thing. I kind of despise programming. But I quite liked CSS, which is like programming for children. Like, no matter how dumb you are, you could learn CSS and HTML because it's easy as fuck. But once you get to anything more complicated than that, I do not like programming. I don't like JavaScript even, and that's again the one that babies do. Christ, I hate programming too today. If I had infinite money and time and could design my own course trajectory, I'd go into genetics or prosthetics or something like that. My brother studied genetics. My significantly more successful and competent brother studied genetics and microbiology, and now works in a lab dealing with dangerous diseases. But I am way too stupid for that line of work, so I did not. Kill this boy. Oh, having trouble figuring out the pathing, are you? Oh, what happens if I jump across here? How are you going to figure that out? Oh, they're going to go in the water is how they're going to figure it out. I don't know if headshots are a thing. I dropped out due to psychosis. Same, a little bit. I was once in a course and I dropped out because I was like, the amount of panic attacks that are going to be involved with this learning experience, not quite worth it right now. Lovely. Okay, we're nearly there. Yeah, we've leveled up 3 times. My cousin and his wife are both biologists, went to the US because of jobs. They left the US because of working conditions. My brother works in Glasgow, lives in Glasgow now and loves it. Every time I mention Glasgow, people are like, oh my god, Glasgow, why would you live in Glasgow? But everybody I've known that has lived and visited Glasgow a lot loves Glasgow and are like, yippee. Glasgow's lovely. So, probably lovely. Glasgow is sick. That happens. I managed to finish a master's in computer science and graphics, but ended up being a freelance illustrator for 10 years. Glasgow is great. The phrase screwy burnout has become a central descriptor I use of myself. Yeah, not to be too, like, sort of relatable millennial about myself, but I was definitely like, you know, oh, you're such a smart kid, you're such a, like, you know, we're gonna put you in, like, the gifted sections and stuff like that, and then did fucking nothing with it, and really just, like, burned out on everything. That's fine too, though. Can you sleep again, pig? Occasionally when a pig sleeps, you have to check on their breathing just to make sure they're alive, because they'll go very still. I would like to go and live anywhere but here. I'm kind of in that boat as well. I do not particularly like Ireland. I don't think it's a nice place to be. But it's where I currently am. So that's fine, I suppose. There are worse places, but I don't like it here, especially the specific place I'm in, which is Cork County, but also the town I'm in. My friend went to Wales to do a zoology course at uni, but ended up taking lots of drugs. I don't recommend the US at this time. When I was a kid, I was like, maybe I'll move to America. And then very quickly I went, let's never go to America. Because it looks like a fucking nightmare. Now he's in the Merchant Navy. I don't really know what the Merchant Navy is or does. I've known people who were in it and I've never asked. It sounds like something from 1750. Like you have to wear an eye patch and have like a big scruffy beard. But I don't know, like wear a big jumper. I don't know what it actually does. Anything to fight here? Sure. Come visit Wales. I've been to Wales once in my life. With you, actually, Sambal and Chet. But it was nice. The part of Wales we were in, I mean, it was very quiet, sleepy coastal town. It basically looked exactly like where I live, except a bit nicer. Like, about 30% nicer. Because there was, like, more trees and shit around, and it was a nicer beach. Oh, there's a boy. I remember there's crawlers here. Mummies. And not the good kind of mummy. If I had my way, I'd live in an apartment on a train and be paid to lay about, look out the window, write books, and then die. There's worse place to spend time. This is where all the mummies live. What is that horrible noise? This. You stop. There's loads to do in Wales, innumerable activities to take part in, but primarily mines. Are any of the Welsh mines still open, or is it like the north of England where it's like Thatcher closed them all? I mean, they were going to close anyway, but not in the way she did it. I'm getting money. That's good, I suppose. Any friends in here? Yep. Can you come out here, please? It'll be easier. You're not quick, so this is actually perfect for grinding. I always grind on the slow ones. There's a few private mines still running, and the golf mine is reopening. The golf mine? Your weapon XP is at max. Let's go find a crystal then, shall we? Big sad. Gold, I meant. Thought it was like the materials we use to make golf balls come from here. I don't know anything about golf. Despite being forced to play golf for, way too many years of my fledgling life, I know very little about golf because I resented every second of it and refused to learn. If you know anything about golf, what I'm about to say will be hilarious. If you don't know anything about golf, you'll go, huh? What? I started playing golf aged 8 because my dad's really into golf and made me play golf. Hated every second of it. Stopped playing golf aged about 13, 14 and was never higher than a 36 handicap. Never lost even 1 point. Now, if you know anything about golf, you'll be like, fuck, you can just do that by accident. So it's honestly impressive how shit I was. I heard someone describe golf as a made-up sport so men can cheat on their wives. The type of people who play golf, and I will say, the image of golf is different here than it is in other countries. Even in Britain, to a lesser extent, but especially in America. Golf is like way more high class there. Here, golf is expensive, but it's more of like a middle class and lower middle class and up kind of thing. Like, you don't have to be ultra posh to enjoy golf here. What you do have to be is a conservative prick. That still hangs around and is universal. Pretty much everybody I met through playing golf was fairly unpleasant. You cannot really live as a golfer and enjoy golf and the culture of golf without being a Tory. Busy little pig. You cleaning? Having fun? Let's go level things up. Yeah, I hated golf. I was just not into the culture. I was not into the grounds. I was not into the actual sport. I was really bad at it. And it was just upsetting. Because my dad was so into it. And it was almost like, I don't know, stage mum stuff. Private members club vibes. Yeah, because it's what? Like, oh, I think the price of joining a country club here, depending on the country club, is like probably like 2,000 a year or something. Probably like 2 grand a year. But like, it's fairly exclusive. But I never met anybody who was like wealthy in golf clubs. It was always like insufferable middle class people. So it doesn't have quite the same flavor as in America. Like, my dad, again, obsessed with golf and plays golf like multiple times a week. My dad went to America a few times for work. Fairly regularly would be sent to America for work, and was always like ranting and shocked about how exclusive it was there. So that balances it out. Like, golf clubs over there, unless it's like the really shit public ones, would like not allow you to play there unless you were already friends with like 5 or 6 people in the country club. They wouldn't take your money, that kind of thing. It's like properly exclusive, proper posh stuff. Not quite that bad here, but it's still not great. What do I want here? Speed, dex. What do any of these do? Dexterity defines jump height and damage with ranged weapons. That might be good if we're moving over to ranged weapons. Let's bring that up. Speed is also cool. Strength is melee weapons and health. This is status effects. Int is spells. Spells might be good as well. What are 4 points? Might do a little bit of speed and a little bit of defense. Or a little bit of int. Let's go magic and ducking and diving. Sounds good. And then we'll warp to the fountain and oil up our weapon. Should we all just do a little bit of speed? The aforementioned bioengineer ex-stepdad played golf and was a Tory, so this checks. It's just a thing. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a fun fact, but one of the most famous golfers in the world right now is Rory McIlroy, who is Northern Irish. And he is a member of Royal County Down Golf Club. And he is a member of that, despite that being aggressively anti-Catholic. He is a Catholic. He still finds himself as British, which is odd, but he's a Catholic in Northern Ireland. And apparently, from what I've heard, through my dad, basically, everybody in that golf club avoids him like the plague because he is Catholic and because they don't associate with that kind of person. And they only invited him and joined him up because he is one of the most famous golf characters on the planet. And it was at one point the #1 in the world. And so they felt like they had to. But they're like, even the #1 golfer in the world, they were still like, no, absolutely not. We're not going to talk to him. So that's golf, really. Sounds like a swell guy. Oh, an ocean elixir, lovely. #1 golf club in the world. That sounds like such a fucking vile place. I don't know what the #1 in the world is. I know the oldest one is St. Andrews in Scotland. The Scottish invented golf, if you didn't know. What's like the best golf club and the most exclusive, nicest golf club in the world? Will I have ever heard of it? Best golf course. Top 100 courses. Featured courses, sponsored. No, I want to see like the first one. Royal St. George's. Oh no, in the world, it's Cypress Point in Pebble Beach. Never heard of it, to be honest. Right, close that. The British invented golf. No, the Scottish can have it. The Scottish hate being called British until it's something bad. Then they go, no, that's British, actually. It's the reverse of like the British. The rest of Britain does not associate with Scotland much, especially the English, except when they can claim someone who's doing well. Like how there's a famous tennis player called, what's his name? Andy something? I can't remember his name even. But anytime he was doing poorly, Andy Murray, that's it. Anytime he was doing poorly, it was Scottish tennis player. And anytime he was doing well, the headlines would be British tennis player. I don't like tennis, can you tell? I don't know anything about tennis. Right, what can we buy here? Did we even level up our weapon? I don't know if we did. Double crossbow? Holy shit, does it fire 2 things now, or just like one thing way more powerfully? It was doing 24 damage before. What is it now? 35! It's as good as my fucking battle axe! Amazing stuff. Reach 70. Okay, pretty good. Let's go try and take on some more powerful enemies. You would hate my mum so much. I don't know. She might be lovely. Let's get, give me a couple of health vials. And a mana vial. Just stock up on some stuff. Probably a waste of money, but why not? I hate tennis, despise it. I'd probably rather play tennis than golf, but I don't really know. Save as well. Lovely. And then warp to this fucked up nightmare. Is your mum a Tory who loves tennis? Is tennis very Tory? Like, tennis feels like a very posh sport. It feels like if you're really into tennis, you probably own land. Never meet my mum. She's not. I don't know. I should be kept away from mums in general. Tennis is very Tory. Same. I remember a friend of mine a few months ago sent a picture of them on WhatsApp. Sent a picture of them like out and about with their parents, out and about with their mum. And literally all that was going through my head was like, don't say his mum is hot, don't say his mum is hot, don't say his mum is hot. She was. I restrained myself. We're putting a mum embargo on Dreya. She's not quite a Tory, but she's with someone who's Tory. She'll vote Tory. Plays tennis a lot and very middle class. Wears a lot of Adidas and is nearly 70. Mothers need attention too. I'm on my way to kill the Lord. Yeah, can't open the gate. That's all fine. We've caught up on that. What sport isn't a bit Tory? A lot. I mean, like, you would never call hurling Tory. You would never call Gaelic football you would never call that Tory. Because the people who play them live in mud huts, I assume. Sleep with pigs in their bed. Not to be rude. Is it pronounced Ga? That is the general term, yeah. If you're talking about Gaelic football, you'd usually call it Ga, just as a slang thing. People will always say hurling, though. Jenny think even Dreya would turn down my mum. Think Barbie, but old. Okay, yeah, probably then. I think I need to play a game of Gaelic footy before I completely seize up. It's almost identical, apparently, to Aussie rules football. Like AFL. Can I not leave? No. They occasionally do international matches between AFL players and Gaelic football players. And apparently it works out okay. I'd say rugby is Tory. In Britain it is, but in other countries not so much. And in America I think it is as well. Like, in New Zealand and Ireland I would say it's very much not Tory. It's not as, like, bog trotter level as hurling or Ga, but like every town in Ireland will have like a scrappy rugby club that is not like, you know, posh or anything. It's just like one of the default sports here. Along with football and hurling and that's probably the 4 biggest ones. I don't know if tennis is particularly big in Ireland, and I don't think anybody gives a fuck about, like, you know, polo or anything like that. Cricket, nobody gives a fuck about cricket in Ireland. Cricket seems quite Tory, and I could be wrong. Most sports are Tory, mainly because they're privatised by leisure facilities. Is Lunacid all based underground? Vaguely. It's like some of it is more open like this, but I think the plot is like it opens with us being thrown in a big hole and then we're trying to find our way out. Cricket is so Tory. I've never seen cricket being played outside of like clips on the television. It looks Tory. I know basically the only people who play it are former British colonies, right? So it's like India loves it. Australia, I think, really likes it. Oh god. Okay, I'm shooting right through the bones. That's not good. Oh, I don't like shooting skeletons, it turns out. I'm not good at it. Shoot for center mass. Shoot for the rib cage. It seems to work out. Oh, Afghanistan are good in the rankings as well. You know, places where the British infested. Except here. We rejected it for some reason. I think we already had our more violent bat sport and we were like, no, we're keeping this eventually. It's like, but yeah, but that one produces a lot of concussions. Are you sure you want that one? Yes, we want that one. A lot of people, a lot of missing teeth in hurling. But okay, sure, you can keep hurling. I do like that all the former colonies are better than England at cricket. That is very funny. Again, I don't keep up with sports. I don't know who's good at sports. I think Ireland are quite good at rugby, and we're quite good at boxing, which is depressingly stereotypical. Like, we have a lot of boxing medals at the Olympics, and we're good at rugby. So basically the ones that involve fighting, it's just kind of sad. Schlitter, I barely even... That's a joke that only works if you know that the ball in hurling is called a schlitter. I wish it wasn't as well. I'm on your side. But it is. I was forced to know things about sports when I worked at Paddy Power. Oh, that's grim. Schlitter is a fantastic word. It's the little hard ball. It basically looks like a baseball if you're trying to picture it. And it's the thing they use in hurling that they whack into each other's faces. Can you please shoot the skeletons? I hate how it goes through their ribs. These must be the most fucking immaculate hitboxes ever designed. The other one, I saw another one walking towards me. I just want to clear everything out before I try this boss. And it won't go well. The boss will kill me. I think we do that. To queue it up and then 2 to use it. It's an awkward system. Please. It reminds me of the guy stabbing the skeleton with the pitchfork meme. I know exactly the one you mean. We've got money. Only 25, but we've got money. This might work. I don't know. Irish people thought I was English. English people thought I was Irish. Scottish people thought I was black. There can be black Scottish people. I can name one famous one. The guy from Porridge, who spends quite a lot of the show Porridge being racially abused. The Demo Man from TF2. There's another one. There's 2. I've never played TF2. My brother got into TF2, which I feel like was out of date even when he played it. And Ozzo mistook me for an American on mic this week. That feels insane. Because I would say the Welsh accent is so distinctive. And really nice. The Welsh might be the nicest accent in the world. Again, it's really reinforced watching Taskmaster how nice the Welsh accent is. Like, everything they say sounds like a bubbly, lovely, like... poem. It's
You
amazing.
horrid murdering bitch!
Even you horrid murdering bitch sounds fun. It's impossible for a Welsh person to sound fully angry, I think. But it sounds so un-American. I could never tolerate TF2 because I didn't like how it looked, so I went with Overwatch instead because it had pretty ladies. Does it? Yeah, it does. Even I have to admit. Like, I think the Overwatch characters look a bit generic and bland and designed by committee. But they've got May and they've got Mercy. So that's enough. There's a MILF sniper. Oh, is there? You know who I don't like? Widowmaker. I hate Widowmaker. Don't get that one at all. We can be angry? Well, no, but we will congregate and mutter. Anna? I've never heard of Anna. They keep adding new ones and I don't know them. Really, the only time I've ever seen any Overwatch characters is when scrolling through social media and bafflingly high quality pornography shows up. Ooh, big stretch. Eep. Oh my god, fuck me, I'm old. I stretched and got like a stitch. That's horrible. Do I have nothing left? Oh. I'm falling apart. Oh, okay, it's past. We're fine. It's all downhill now. Welcome to old, it's horrible. Jesus, that was miserable. Alright, let's try and fight this boy. It won't go well. Welcome to old, it's horrible here. I'm watching old creep into you. Oh, fuck me! I wasn't paying attention to the screen! Run. Ow, 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 ow. Just try and run and kite. It'll be fine. Okay, there we go. If you stop, that's perfect for me. What the fuck are you even doing? Are you poisoning me? Oh! Okay, just keep away from that thing. That's easy enough. Then run away. I think we might be able to do this. If we just keep running. And then waiting till he stops. Because I'm staying far fucking away. This would be a real weight off my shoulders. Once I hear the steppers stopping, I turn round and I shoot. And hope he doesn't shoot lasers at me or anything. I also have magic that I could be using. Don't forget about that. Oh, he's coming! Oh lord, he's coming! Fuck me. Okay, use a health kit, please. How do I use a health kit? 2! Fuck me! And accidentally switched out weapons as well. Okay, it's almost going fine. We've basically got it down to half health. Keep going. There we go. Lovely stuff. As long as you do that, we're good. And don't run at me too often. Oh god! Do serpentine. Serpentine might help. Ugh. I don't like the noises it fucking makes. Yeah, that's how it flirts, just lasers. Ah! Okay, yeah, stand up like a little meerkat. Little angry, gothy meerkat. Phase 2, let's go. The crossbow sounds real crisp, it's nice. Okay, now run. Help me, friends that are over there. I see you. The sound design is tasty. Whoever did the Foley and the music and really everything, I think this game looks and sounds beautiful. Ow! Fuck you. Stand up like a little meerkat. I'm shooting right in your neck hole. You've got to be dead soon. If I took a bolt to the neck hole, I would not be happy about it. And fuck off. Try again. Keep going. My speed is relatively high, I feel. Where are you going? Where are you fucking going? Are you dead? Oh god! His fucking bear disappeared for a second. I thought he was dead. Come on. Die. Yes! Ah! I just got an achievement there that said, slay an abyssal demon, which implies that there's more, which terrifies the fuck out of me. That might be one of those things like the Capra demon in Dark Souls 1, where it just becomes a normal enemy eventually. Gaming. That was the baby. And then the mum crawls out of the ceiling. Oh. Worth the stitch. Was there any reason to do that? Am I gonna get anything from you? It just sounds sad over here. Any secrets? I think there was no reason for me to do this, was there? Can this bow even level up anymore? I don't think it can. I think it's max level. Oh. Right, fine. I can level up just from that though. So I could farm this if I want to do. Violence for the sake of violence. Let's go into that horrible cave again, I suppose. I could be happy here. Without the demons, I could live with the filter feeding freaks. And just be nice and relaxed about it. That gentle crackle of fire, it's very relaxing. I have a track of that on my phone. Again, from mynoise.net, which is not a sponsor of the show, but I mention it a lot. But I have like a fireplace that I'll sometimes overlay with like rain smacking off a tin roof and stuff like that. It's nice. I've used it recently. One of the few websites I've given money to. If the bar under the charge bar disappears, then you can't upgrade it. I'm learning. Insomniac bitches unite. Empowering. Yeah, I can't really fall asleep without, like, essentially noise overload. I've really trained my brain wrong. It's not a good idea. But I usually have at least 2 or 3 things playing in my ears while going to bed. I have, like, noise-cancelling earphones. And then rain noise, maybe music, and a podcast going. Like, very low volume, so I can just get the vague sense that people are talking. The rain is the most important one, though. That's the one that... I don't think we got anything that will help us here. But I guess we can just... No, I don't want to be in the fetid mire again. Surely if it's too quiet outside, there's monsters hiding behind the trees, exactly. I always listen to a video or something, though I usually pass out more than go to sleep. A lot of people do that. I've gotten comments, and I take it as a compliment, by the way. But I get comments occasionally that are like, I use your videos to go to sleep. And I'm like, how? I'm so loud and obnoxious. The other times I'm either cackling or fucking running around screaming in my videos, but I genuinely do take it as a compliment. Because I'm like, you know, that's useful. It's nice. I've done that. I've used Dreya videos to go to sleep. I do love some of your videos for sleep. Some of the quieter ones, I'm sure. There is, or 10 years ago there was, a large market for audio of just sounds of crowds, like coffee shop ambiance, in the elderly so they can feel like people are around. It's sometimes nice. As somebody who doesn't actually like people, it can be nice. Your dulcet tones lull me into an elusive, docile state. I feel like dulcet never gets used for anything but tones. Dulcet, I believe, just means soft and velvety. I fell asleep with an audiobook on and managed to wake up to a spoiler. I love the Echo Night ones. That's quite a quiet, nice, relaxed game. So I'm probably quite relaxed and quiet in it. I'm just going to skirt around the edges, by the way, and see if there's anywhere else to go but this castle. And then we might look up something and where to go. I just did a phone call at the beginning of that fight you were in, and I answered the phone, and all that could be heard was Dreya going, oh god! Just a bit of ghost murder. It's so relaxing, though, that game. I really like Echo Night. What is this? Is this a rock for... It's a boy. I love it so much. Hello. I'll move out of your footway. It's so cool. Look how cool it is. It's amazing. Hello. I love it so much. Takes me back to Dali paintings. A boy to pierce the heavens. Please stop looking at its wang. It's got droopy bits. We don't know what they are. It's so lovely. Like when you see a big elephant and you're like, or I saw a rhino recently, really up close. And I was last at Photo Wildlife Park in Cork City. And it was so cool. I was like, man, I love how big things can get. Like, I'm glad I'm not that size, but also it's cool to see like a real big thing that's alive. Like a big animal. Like, that's a big fucking rhino. I used to be an insomniac, but I was diagnosed with the your brain is broken version of sleep apnea. The mask isn't fun. Do you have the, is it called like a CPAP machine where it's like, you put it on, it goes like... He's so large and gentle, I love him. I like big, gentle things. That's why I like whales and ents. One of those things is real. But like, they're very cute. I just like looking at big things that are like, I'll just go around. I want, and this is revealing something about Emma, which I think is very sweet and cute, but Emma might be annoyed about. We once watched a David Attenborough television documentary. It was very good. It was like, it was one of the Planet Earths, maybe even. But at one point they showed a herd of elephants walking through a tea plantation and being so careful of the tea because they had to get to the other side of it to get to like their grazing area, and they were just like gently stepping over the tea and like going to people working in the fields, and they'd wave back and they were like, oh, I'll just step over the little tea plants and we'll, you know, walk alongside each other for a bit. And Emma nearly cried. She was like, they're so sweet. We don't deserve this. Are those the ones that fuck up the fences? There are other tribes of elephants that were like, you know, basically just fucking up places in Africa, I believe. They were like, maybe in Nigeria or Ethiopia. They were like, we're gonna fuck up this fence and steal your cabbages. Which was quite funny. And then the documentary was like, these are a rowdy group of elephants that will rile the others up. Like a delinquent elephant. I was like, that's fun. I like that. I think that's back out, or that's into the horrible place, isn't it? So I guess we'll go in there. One elephant who killed a woman and then destroyed her funeral. Oh, that's funny. It's like occasionally an elephant you'd read about like escaping from the circus and then killing the owners, and it's like, good for you, elephant. There is a tribe of elephants, I don't know if tribe is the right word, but a series of elephants who basically demand food and like, oh my god, I missed it right at the start. One right here. Will demand food from passing cars and trucks on a road in somewhere in Africa. I know that's vague, it's a whole continent. But it was also in the documentary and it was very fun. They'll basically just stand in the road and stop cars going past. You'd have to give them like a melon or a banana or something and they'd go, good, now you can leave. Oh fuck, can I not shoot this thing? Okay, it's working. I can't really see is the problem. Where is it? There it is. At least they make their own illumination. It's just a little bit... There we go. Not ideal. Perfect. Good. Good. Give the elephant a gun. Upgrade the torch. Is that a thing I can do? I mean, I know it has a bar, but like... How much damage does this do? 5? I mean, maybe it'll just be brighter, or I'd love... It's the Doom 3 situation right now. Where I'd love to have a torch out that I didn't need to have out. You know what I mean? I know there's a spell, but I missed it somewhere and can't remember where it was. Ah! Fuck you. That does so little damage. Not a lover of arts. I have to shoot them right in the middle. Their hitbox is tiny. Like the skeletons. Come on, shoot him. Shoot him! Shoot her! Please! This really is Echo Knight. There we go. Dead. Any more things to worry about? This is where the Migos were, which are a real thing, right? That's a real folkloric creature. I've heard the term migo before, at least. And I'm not thinking of a Spanish friend. Because Spanish people are no friends of mine. I'd be a bit too much. This looks new. Dreya, no. Oh. This looks like something I maybe shouldn't turn on, but I will. Big Pot. That was Paul's nickname. I thought Migo were a Lovecraft thing. They are! That's where I know it from. They're definitely a Lovecraft thing. Migo or Migo, I've never known how to pronounce it, because they don't really come up that much, to be honest. This is huge for my tinctures. Going to the catacombs. Is it catacombs or catacombs? I feel like I ask this every time the word comes up. Is it a regional thing? Like, do British people say catacombs? The Migo are Lovecraft aliens. Hi. Oh, it's a mare! I normally pronounce it coombs. It can't be coombs, because we can't be trusted with it if it is. What do the French call them? Is it a French word? Oh, that follows me very quickly. Oh, fuck me, I do no damage to it. This is the worst time in the world. I hate it here. I need to leave immediately. And hope it resets its position or something. Oh god, that's not gonna work. Ah! The French do not get to vote. I mean, they've got probably the most famous catacombs. I think I default to catacombs. Their name was not meant for human vocal cords, the Migo. Those types are immune to normal weapons. You need elemental weapons or spells. I completely forgot I had a spell. Oh, go in the moat? Is there a moat? Hang on. I'm gonna try and torch this fucker. Again, the spells are apparently good in this game. Forgot about them. It means I can have the torch out at the same time. I struggle with spells being dyslexic. Bad. Mayor. Mayor? Mayor? I feel like I'm in the 1999 hit film The Mummy. A scarab beetle is going to eat its way up through my boot. And I'm Jalili. Which is just a fun name to say. Okay, that's doing some damage. If I can just backtrack. And not get caught on things like I just did. What the fuck was that? You're giving me night terrors. There better not be that many of these, because this is misery. Try V. Try the fire spell. Is that going to be better? Might set you on fire. Get up here. Hey! I'm the best at games. Oh, the scarabs really got me when I was a tiny creature. It was the bit of that movie I was most scared of, aside from, as has been said before, the bit where the mummy, Imhotep, steals that guy's eyes and tongue. That really freaked me out as well. Didn't like that at all. Other than that, though, it was the scarab beetle. Specifically in that Jalili scene, when the scarabs come in at the one guy at the end, the Weasley guy who tries to go back for the gold and then has to, you know, stay there and his torch is going out. That wasn't as spooky to me. When there's a lot of them, sort of breaks the fear. Benny, thank you. Of course people remember the name of Benny. You know, there's that really funny joke, because that movie's not amazing, but it's very, very fun and charming. There's that one scene where He's trying to scare him off with all the different religious symbols. Come on. Go watch The Mummy. There's a new Mummy movie out. And again, I mean, like... Ah! Fuck. Okay, bad. I hate it. Really upset. Hang on. Where is he? I can just fire off into this place over and over again. Just get him cornered. Yeah, there's a new Mummy movie out. I don't know what it's about. It's called like Lee Cronin's The Mummies. And I don't know who the fuck Lee Cronin is or why I should care that he's doing a mummy. No effect. They also need magic, do they? Cool. I hate them. This could take a while. And I'm running out of mana. I need to level up my spells. Oh, you're right there. Ow, 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 ow. Please stop. I'm out of fucking mana. Hang on. There we go. I need to heal as well. Stop it! Is the fire stronger? I think they do the same damage, but like some things are immune to certain status effects. And this, I think, can set people on fire. Ow. That hurts way too much. If you stay away from me, this might be okay. Vivid in gameplay, I know. I'm gonna need more mana in a second. I'm using up all my mana bar. Keep going. It's vaguely in this direction. At least this will give me some experience, I assume. I need more fucking mana. Hang on. Basically going by muzzle flashes. Oh, ocean bone shell. I'm sure that'll be useful. There's yet another mummy being made. They're bringing the actors back and it's going to be so sad and bad. Yeah. Because look. I just don't believe in legacy sequels. They're rarely very good. And the last mummy movie they made with Brendan Fraser et al., Rachel Weisz and the others, was so bad that I can't imagine anyone wanting more. Like, oh, it's so bad. The Rise of the Dragon Emperor or something. Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Like, the second one is bad. The third one is unwatchable. I don't know why they're bringing it back, other than, you know, millennial nostalgia reasons, I suppose. Good a reason as any in Hollywood. And I'm not exactly excited for it. It's a bit like Jurassic Park, where it's like... The first Jurassic Park is really good, and then they've just tried to milk it since then, and it's always bad. Every other Jurassic Park movie is bad. The Mummy is similar. They haven't milked it as much yet. Nostalgia poisoning has decimated the media industry. I sort of agree, yeah. Nostalgia's a dangerous thing. Watching a new The Mummy film is not going to make you feel like you were when you were 12. Your serotonin is gone, unfortunately. Or another me going, yeah! I hate this fucking dungeon. Don't know if I have enough things. Where the fuck is... What's it eating? I can't even speak anymore. Where the fuck is it? Where are you? Show yourself. There you are. If you just stay there, this will be fine. Because you can't even hit me right now. Truly, this is a horror gaming channel. Serotonin, where have you gone? There better not be multiples, is all I'll say. I'm out. Re-up, please. Where'd it go? Where is it? Is it pissed off? Whoa! Fuck you! Where are you? Show yourself. Oh, God, it's right there. Ow, fuck off. I'm nearly out of health. You walking slowly towards me like the Terminator. I'm wary about things behind me as well. I don't know if I can kill this thing. Ow, fuck me. Because I'm nearly out of mana. And I don't think it can be hurt by mortal means. Can I hurt you at all? Oh! Can I set you on fire? Yes. Well, this is what we're doing for a second. Where are you? Show yourself. Show yourself. Where are you? What are you? Please die. Please, I need you to die. You dead? You're dead, you didn't drop anything. Fantastic. Oh, that was a bit miserable. Cool. I can level up in a big way if I find that crystal again. Maybe I should. This game seems to be quite grindy, which I don't mind. So was Kingsfield. One more Migo and I'm fucking out of here. I think this is a... Is a bug. Where is it? I need you to light yourself up, thank you. Can you... There we go. Just keep getting lit. Like a millennial might say. Is that a millennial thing or is that more of a Gen Z thing? Calling things lit. Can you dissipate? Thank you. I feel like I'm meant to be doing something with these. Fuck off! Okay, we're running away because I have no more mana. I have no more ability to fight these things. That was a zillennial moment, I feel. What a disgusting phrase. Ugh. I guess that's what I am. Born in 96. That feels like, you know, disgusting zillennial cusp. Ugh. Ugh. This younger millennial thing maybe past my time. 96, a wee baby. We come from up here? The fuck was that? I'm lost, by the way. I don't know where we are. Or where the... Is that a health potion? That could be useful. I should be checking for secrets as well. Like, maybe around here. I can break these open, I think. I can. Ooh. There was a lot of secrets at one point in the game, and now they've kind of petered off. I'm turning 37 in less than a month. Bloody hell. What's the name for a near-death millennial? There is one, unfortunately. You're not going to like it if you don't know it already. The term is geriatric millennial. I'm so sorry. I don't know if 37 counts. I think that's for people in their 40s. There we go, we're back up. But it is a term, I know. Oh no. It's pretty bad, I know. It's not a good term. Good lord. It's elder millennial, I'll have you know. I know this is not the way forward, but I just wanted to check. Or I know that isn't the way to the thing. The crystal. That's it. I think this is the way out? Wait, no, there's something up here. I must be able to find my way through here somehow. Maybe I just need to jump really, really high. What did you call me? I just remember hearing the term geriatric millennial and going, oh, that's so mean. That's so mean. Eldar millennial. Is that some sort of fucking StarCraft or Warcraft thing? Feels like it would be. I have no knowledge of these games. Is it a Warhammer? Ah, there we go, Warhammer. It was one of them. The Eldar is Warhammer. It's wizened millennial to you. Let's level up again. Let's do more dex, because I'm enjoying this. More speed and more int. I think I should get the spells up. Spells and int. Or spells and dex. So that's more jump, more run speed, way more mana, and more health. That seems about right. That will have respawned everything, but, you know, maybe that'll help with the spells. Like, I think that affects charge time as well. Like, if I go, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, that's still not doing much, is it? That's pretty shit. I need to find better spells, I think.
Lightning Bolt! Lightning Bolt! Magic Missile! Magic Missile!
One of the reasons I never did LARP, even though I kind of thought it might be fun, was that I saw a clip of people basically doing that in a field and went, I can't. I just can't. I already get bullied. I can't do this as well. My parents basically said the same thing. They were like, you're already not like popular. Do you really want to do LARP? I was like, yeah, you're probably right. That's a fair argument.
Lightning Bolt! Magic Missile!
I can barely do D&D. There is always a moment when you're doing TTRPGs, especially if you're doing voices, like I insist on doing for some reason, where you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? What is this? Like, again, the other day I was playing All of Cthulhu via Discord. It was a very fun time. But I'm playing an awkward German man. And, you know, occasionally you're like, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this voice? Why am I playing this? But it's fun. It's cool now. You can become socially acceptable adult LARPer. I mean, I've seen stuff that looks cool. Like, I follow a couple of YouTubers. I think they changed their name recently. There's a DM called Mara Humes, who I quite like, who does a lot of LARP content. And I follow a group of YouTubers called Het Films, who started a LARP convention or a LARP event in the woods at one point, and it looked quite fun and professional. But I don't know, there's a part of me that knows I would be simply too cringe to do it. And I know that's the point, but I think I would be too self-conscious. Het Films are still going? They are. I like Het Films, okay. I try not to watch any of their videos while I'm eating, because they're fucking gross, but I think they're funny. You microdose role-playing a German man to us every other day. If you've gone as far as LARP but haven't gone as far as acting, I feel something has gone awry. I remember Filth Bridge from years back. I mean, this is stuff I watched when I was a kid, yeah. Like, there's a handful of YouTubers and streamers that I still watch from when I was a child. And one of them is Het Films. Northern Lion is another one I still watch occasionally. Just because, you know, I mean, inertia as much as quality, let's be honest. That Amigo? It sounded Migo-esque. I hate this area. I think what I might do is grind off camera for this area before I come back again. Because it's a fucking nightmare. I tried watching Yogscast about a year ago. It's not really my thing anymore. It depends on the thing. I still watch the Jingle Jam. Their big charity event. That's really fun. And I really love stuff like Tom and Ben, and you know, the Yogscast adjacent stuff like Het Films and Mystery Quest. I fucking love Mystery Quest, but yeah, like the TTT videos and stuff like that. Not necessarily for me. That's fine. I heard Northernline's cruise got cancelled because it was going to go to Israel. It wasn't, but it's going to go nearby, I think. Yeah, Northernline's fun. I don't watch as much. Oh, that's Amigo right there. I can tell from the shadows. I don't watch as much Twitch or YouTube in general, just because I'm busier now as an adult than I was when I was 12, shockingly. But I do still enjoy clips and stuff that I've seen. I know that there was recently a thing where Northern Lion, who if you don't know Northern Lion, is a streamer who is, I would say, not antisocial, but like the whole portrayal of themselves is that like, I'm a normal guy. I'm like the normal streamer who like talks about relatively normal things in and albeit an unhinged way. But then decided to announce that they were going to do a cruise. Yeah, cantankerous is a good word for it. But they decided they were going to do a cruise. Like the Northern Lion cruise. And everybody made fun of them so hard that they cancelled it. Like, they were like, what the fuck is this? This is so out of character. What the hell is this? And they went, okay, fair enough. Cruise cancelled. It sounded like an April Fool's. I genuinely assumed it was an April Fool's thing. And then when it wasn't, I was like, what the fuck? Is NL like Total Biscuit was? There's some overlap. I mean, TB would appear on Northern Lion streams every so often. So, you know, there's some acerbic wit there that I think fits. The internet denizens can spell a scam a mile away at this point. It's just weird that, like, if again, this is not going to make any sense if you don't know Northern Lion, but which I don't personally, obviously. I'm not being, like, parasocial about it. But watching Northern Lion, he does not feel like the sort of person that would enjoy a cruise, but he fucking loves cruises. And I don't know why. Like, they just seem like the opposite of something that would be enjoyable to anybody, especially somebody who makes fun of people as much as Northern Lion does. But he just fucking loves, he goes on so many fucking cruises. Like, it seems like 2 or 3 cruises a fucking year, and it's like, why? This sounds like hell. Every time he tells a story about a cruise, I'm like, I would rather kill myself than experience any of this. Astonishingly upper middle class. Northern Lion is a very big streamer who owns at least one house in the middle of Vancouver. He must be fucking loaded. So, you know, go on cruises if you like, whatever, right? Who cares? But, like, I imagine he is outstandingly wealthy. Any event more complicated than a visit to a pub orchestrated by an internet person feels a bit like Fire Festival. I imagine somebody would, like, I don't know, kill themselves in front of him or something. Feels like the sort of audience that Twitch would foster. Again, it's why YouTube is nicer in the chat sometimes. Mara Holmes plays the One Ring. I did a ton of art for that game. See, just like nice things get posted in the YouTube chat. Multi-hundred millionaire must be. I mean, again, Vancouver's very expensive, so doing as well as he must be. I would assume so. Not that I know how Twitch works out for people. Like, I don't make very much money from Twitch, but I'm tiny. I make a lot more money from YouTube, which is considered harder. But not for me. I make nothing from Twitch. I make enough money on Twitch to keep myself buying games for Twitch. That's about it, though. I'm basically just trying to get the torch upgraded at this point. Oh! I solemnly swear not to kill or sacrifice myself in front of you. It might be funny, like if you were gonna die anyway. Like if you were terminal or something, and then you were like, I should do it in front of a streamer. Oh, like 5'8". I can't remember how tall I am in feet and inches because I don't think in feet and inches, but I'm about 176 centimeters. So what's that? Okay, accepting that one instance. I'm glad you didn't insist I kill myself for that joke, because I deserve it. That is short. I am quite small. Again, whenever I say that I'm small, actual small people come out of the woodwork and go, "You're not small!" But, like, that's small-ish, right? That's around 5'9", okay. I'm roughly 5'9", then. Can I fucking fight? There we go. You can come to Malta. That's around average as far as I know. I think it depends on the country. I would expect Ireland to be one of the smaller countries, because historically we have not had good nutrition. I'm a giant here at 5'10". Like, America's quite tall. Obviously, the Dutch. Jesus. But, I'd imagine Ireland is full of, you know, small boys. Let me bring the vibe down. I can't stand most streamers, and only a few could live if I were in charge. NLU and Courtney 2. I don't know Courtney 2, but maybe I'll check them out now. I'm glad to be included. I'm kind of the same, to be honest. Most YouTubers and streamers, not to, like, you know, be too disparaging, but I don't really understand why people watch them or interact with them. Like, there's two types of streamers, really, who are prominent on this website. One is the incredibly over-the-top ones, who are like, "How's it going, guys? Woo!" And it's just fucking exhausting. And the other one is the people who just silently play video games, and I find that just baffling as well. Silently playing video games except when they're reading out donations. Now, I imagine there's a lot of people who find me incredibly tiring to listen to because I don't shut the fuck up. But it's more sort of stream of consciousness. Yay! I want to level up this torch, please. Ugh. Soviet Womble. Soviet Womble has been mentioned in my comments so many times and I still haven't checked them out. Your voice is smooth and your banter is fun. Kill... It is miserable in here. It's so dark and it's so fucking annoying. Everything blinds you. Their streams are very different from their videos. Mine are a little bit. I would say my streams are definitely more freeform and a lot more gross than my videos. I tend to keep the streams, or the videos, a little bit more, I mean, not family friendly, but like, you know, I don't swear in the videos, for instance. We were talking about rat penises earlier. Come on. Nearly down. Nearly done. I can upgrade the torch once I go back and save. It'll be fine. Ugh. Good stuff. Let's go. Oh, they hurt me, do they? Well, nearly dead. I'll fix it. Where's this place? Where was the hole where I could save? Amazing. I think I'm getting texts from Emma, by the way, so I'll do that in a second. And I've dinged as well! Lovely. Maybe a couple more decks and an int. We're just going to keep ticking up with that. We're going to mainline this. And then warp back home. Courtney 2 plays all Souls games and has fun punishment wheel spins after a certain number of deaths. He recently finished Elden Ring. I really enjoy people playing Souls-likes. More than I like playing them, to be totally honest. I mean, I do like playing Souls-likes, but... I prefer watching people do, like, randomizer runs, to be honest. I find that fun. That's an all the Ogscast references dinged? Yes, I say dinged because of the Ogscast, definitely. Because I watched a fuck ton of Yogscast when I was a kid. It definitely infected my brain. One of the reasons I call everybody friend. I'm going to oil up this torch. This feels like a bad idea. Working? Iron torch. Is that good? I have no idea. What does that do differently? It was doing 5 damage before. Now it does 11. And it has a guard. Alright, I mean, that's something. It's fine. I don't mind it. Looks nicer as well. I'm looks maxing, but for my weapons. Anything to buy? I could now buy the rapier. You know what? Fuck it, let's buy the rapier. Maybe I'll try out the rapier as well. Maybe these will be my mains. That's the main reason I watch. That you play games and watch movies I'd never engage with otherwise. That's fair. There's no reason to ever watch, like, Horror of Spider Island. The Pokeboy. Let me see. Double crossbow over to rapier. A thin, light piercing sword made of steel, and it can be leveled. Oh, it's very quick. So I guess that's the trade-off. Like, every time you say that word, I hear the joke in my head. And it kind of skips me forward every so often as well, and I can block. Okay, this might be working out. Currently watching because if the stream ends, I have to go back to studying for my fiscal law exam tomorrow, and I don't want to. Well, I'm ending in a minute, so grim. I assume this has good lunge. Wah! Yeah. Wah! I assume that's the noises I have to make. Anything else we can buy here or do here? I've already leveled up everything. You either play interesting games I don't want to play or games I played as a kid in which I'm unlikely to replay. I'm such a try-hard single-issue gamer, needs to have a lot of movement, and I almost never play story games. See, I play almost exclusively story games. Unless I'm trying specifically to kill time, I prefer games with some sort of narrative. Although this doesn't have much of a narrative, and I just like it. I have to kill all the flowers in this room over and over again. That is a thing. And sometimes they might drop things. I don't know if they do. Like the lotuses will drop stuff sometimes. It's so quick. I've been living in a slow world for a while. And in general, in games, I prefer to have fast, stabby weapons rather than big axe swing. I'm usually doing, you know, rapiers and twin daggers and bows and stuff like that in games. Constantly sneezing while killing flowers. I'm so glad I don't have hay fever. Oh my god. Breaking items gives the weapon XP? Oh my god, are you serious? It does! I just saw it go up! Holy shit, this is a way of doing it. This could fix my life. We're doing that. Excellent work. And it's not even too dark to see. I can just refresh this and do it like that like 3 times and then level up the weapon. I don't know if weapons have multiple levels ever. So far it's just been the one. Like even the boxes work. I think what I'm going to do before I play this again on stream, because I probably will come back to it because I genuinely really like this, is grind up some levels and also maybe have a guide or a map for next time, just so I can make some progress, because I've made a little bit of progress here, but not that much to be honest. Mainly I've just been digging. Like we got halfway up just then in this one sweep. I'm gonna refresh. Refresh me. Everything respawned? Oh, you fools. You've given me the keys to the kingdom. You'll regret this. That makes me feel less bad about destroying all these flowers. I always feel, and it's pathetic to even say this, I always feel slightly guilty cutting my grass in my garden. Just because, you know, there's wildflowers that live there. And I'm like, oh, the bees might be sad. Plus, I enjoy having a slightly scruff garden. Like, not, like, tidy, but, you know, not too tidy. I like having wildflowers and little dandelions and daisies and asters and stuff growing in the garden. And I enjoy seeing, like, little insects wandering around. And I don't want it to be manicured. That annoys me. I prefer the look of an overgrown garden. I have a... Hang on. I took a picture of my garden earlier because I was sitting in the garden with my guinea pig. Have it or did I delete it? And it's on Discord actually. I can tab out. I go full camera. The ones on Discord. Well, there was a private one on Discord that I stuck as well. Hang on. Open Discord. Where'd Discord go? Did Discord close itself? Oh. I'm opening Discord. Leaves are meant to fall onto soil. Private photo of lady garden. Who calls it that? That's horrifying. Here we go. Open this in tab, can I? No. That's fine. I'll just load this up. This is broadly what my garden looks like. I mean, there's a snippet. I had the mug out. And I like this. It's like neat. It's a little bit choppy. And it's got ivy on the walls. So it's very nice. It looks delightful. I envy you so deeply. It's a lovely garden. How very rustic. I was sitting in a wooden chair of the same style with a little blanket over it. Yeah, it's nice. And I saw, hang on if I go back, my guinea pig and I were both sitting side by side after I cut her hair, and we were watching a little blackbird wander around in the grass. And I was like, this is nice. It really is green. Wow, I'm from the desert and I don't know this life. I'd say this is like, yeah, default green. My favorite bird? I also like blackbirds. They're common around here. It's nice to look at them. I'm a basic bitch when it comes to birds. I like robins. I like thrushes and sparrows, that kind of thing. They're everywhere here. Crows, I love crows so much. Corvids in general. You know what I have a big soft spot for is wagtails. Where I live is full of pied wagtails, and I like watching them walk around and kind of go and like waddle from side to side. It's so sweet. Wagtail. These boys. I love wagtails. Wagtails. These little fluff orbs. I love any bird that's a little bit of an orb and just kind of wags. That's what those are called? I know, I only looked it up recently, to be honest. Thanks for reminding me. I wanted to watch the birding show with Sean Bean. I see details a lot and they're very busy around me. The American woodcock, I don't know what that is. Hang on. Bagpipe chickens, what is this referring to? The Eurasian bittern. Eurasian bittern. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm sure I've seen these. That's a pretty good, that's a solid bird. Good bird. I hate seagulls. I don't mind them. I've never been harassed by a seagull. The American woodcock. I imagine this is something I wouldn't have seen. It's like how Americans have the inferior robins. They're still fine. That's pretty good. Oh, I've seen these. These are the ones that dance, basically, as they walk. Yeah, there we go. Look up a video. They do a little dance as they move. Videos. 5 things you didn't know about woodcocks. Everyone is showing off their videos of the American woodcock. Ah! Look at him. It is jiggling. Ah! They're so cute. Yes. I get more hens and herons in my pond. More hens are very cute as well. I mean, it's hard to beat just a standard robin. I get a lot of robins in my garden, and I do love them. My nana would feed the robins digestive biscuit crumbs, which is a very Irish sentence to say, but they would come into her house and take the crumbs from her and then leave. I like robins in general. European robin, because the other ones aren't as good. European robin. Now that's a fucking bird. That's a bird right there. What a good bird. That it might be peak bird. It's basically an orb. There's almost no features on that bird. It's just an orb that they splashed paint on. Fuck, I love the orb birds. Look at that. That's pure circle. It's so good. The rounder a robin, the better. What was I doing, by the way? I think I was still grinding up levels in this. So I'm happy now as a bird nerd. More birds is better. I have that app that everybody downloaded for a while. The one where it listens out to noises and tries to identify the robins around you. I can't even remember what it's called. Tries to identify the birds around you. We get one red-breasted robin per year. The occasional seagull when storms are coming. Mainly it's thrushes and, you know, other small little orb birds around here, which is nice because I like them all. Red-titted. Most people use Merlin. That's the one. Merlin. Is it ready to oil? Weapon is not ready. Come on, it's so oilable. Now? Ow. Now? It glows. Silver rapier. Oh, it's so fancy. It looks like it would be worse as a weapon, to be totally honest, but it looks fancy. How much damage do you do now? My silver rapier. 26 damage is actually pretty good, considering the battle axe is 37 and way slower. And this has a better reach. Not as good guard, backstep, or thrust, to be honest, but like, it was pretty good. I'm happy with this. Oh no, it has way better guard, backstep, and thrust. I was going with Iron Torch there for a second. And way higher speed. Okay. This is good. This is my new main weapon. The increased swag gives +5 strength. You ever let the pig roam in the garden? Yes! Like all the time. Hang on. If I go over to full camera, because I'm ending the stream now at this point, but if I go to pigs and pets in my Discord server and go over to this screen, this is the pig eating grass after her haircut. And yeah, she annoyed the fuck out of me this morning, to be honest. The face of a creature who jumped off a small table halfway through a haircut and then awkwardly waddled around just out of reach for 5 minutes while I said, please, just please stop. As she sits under a bush and looks at me. The back half of her is cut at this point, the front half was not, and she was not finished, and she wouldn't stop walking. She would do this thing that she always does, which is she walks 3 or 4 steps forward, then looks back at me to wait to see if I'm following, and then if I am following, she walks another 3 or 4 steps until she gets tired and I can just scoop her up. But she does that a lot. But yeah, she likes to, you know, run around in the garden sometimes and eat grass because the floor is made of food, basically. Seems pretty cool. Be a pig. It's nice. How coquettish. I like this. This is one of my favorite bits of my Discord server, by the way, is people posting their pets. And this is her bedroom, if you didn't know. This is where the guinea pig sleeps. And the cat sometimes sleeps on top of this box because she's weird, basically. And occasionally will just sort of wait. She'll sit on top of the box, wait till the guinea pig comes out to eat her little cucumbers or her little pellets right there that you can see. And just lightly taps the guinea pig's head and then just walks away. I don't know why. She'll just like wait till she comes out, go like very gentle, like tap, tap with her paw, then just leave. Like, was that what you were waiting for? What were you doing there? And Frodo will just look at her like, I don't know what this is either, but that's fine. Anyway. Oh, we gave her a bath the other day. I'm just showing pictures of pig, but... Gave her a bath in a sink like she's a 2-year-old. And then toasted her. Soggy. God, she's fluffy. Anyway, that's where I'll end the stream, I think. Thank you for watching, everybody. Lunacid's really good. I will have some... I have that rice cooker. It's so good. I love rice cookers. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Lunacid will come back. I'll do a little bit more prep and get a guide or something, but like, I enjoy Lunacid. I like just wandering around. Oh, big stretch! Oh, I'm doing a stretch and not getting a... whatever it's called. A stitch. That's so nice considering that happened earlier and it made me feel miserable. I'll be live again on Thursday. There will be a video on Saturday. And I'll be live again on Friday as well. Next stream, I will be doing a film. In fact, just to like get people hyped for it. Don't know if you should be hyped. Let's play a trailer for that film. Invasion of the Bee Girls. Which I will have to have my censor button loaded up for. From 1973. Inexplicably in public domain, despite being in 1973. Just play a little bit of this trailer.
What strange force was taking hold of the women of Peckham, California? What strange ritual unlocked the hidden appetites of these women? What transformed ordinary housewives into ravishingly beautiful women?
I love that line so much because it implies that you can't be a beautiful housewife.
What bizarre secrets threatened every man in town?
Oh, the music. I can't wait for this music.
The invasion of the Bee Girls.
Dropping like flies, Ego. Like flies.
Or like bees. Man, fuck the 70s. But
The
listen to
United
that
States
music.
government sent their top investigator to Peckham to try and stop this sexual epidemic.
There's a sexual epidemic. This is all the men running away from the city because they're tired of all the bee sex.
However, there are 3 points of uniformity I would like to bring out. 1, all the victims have been men. It may sound ridiculous, but could it be some form of epidemic?
It's a very tough question to answer, Jim.
It seems like they've been sexed to death. Sting's origin story.
Now, each death is perfectly normal in itself.
Well, what about a 21-year-old boy that dies of thrombosis? Isn't that just a little unusual?
Total sexual abstinence.
Right, anyway, we'll be watching this. It'll be fun. I don't know why this is in public domain, but I found out that it is, so I've downloaded it. I have, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 things queued up to watch for movies on this stream. You know, 1 a week. Although some of them are shorts, so they'll probably be paired up with other stuff. I've already got, like, a Christmas movie, 2 Christmas movies lined up for eventual Christmas streams. It'll be fun. Oh, and my download of They Saved Hitler's Brain finally came through. I've been trying to download a good copy of They Saved Hitler's Brain for like a week. I kept like stalling the download. It would get to like 99% and not work. I finally got it. So we can watch They Saved Hitler's Brain at some point. It's meant to be fucking awful. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all on Thursday. They saved Hitler's brain. Why? That would have been perfect for yesterday, that's true. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. Bye!